Welcome to the Hines Street Pharmacy Repmo Tiger pregame show. We'll look ahead at tonight's game, talk to Coach Ryan Cornelson, and get you ready for football Friday night. And now, the Hines Street Pharmacy Repmo Tiger pregame show.
I thought overall, our defense, had a great night. That's the best they've played to date, and made a lot of plays and kept them out. A couple goal line stances or close inside the 20 stances there. So I was really pleased with how they played. They executed the plan, and they did a nice job.
What did they specifically do that was so successful? I mean, to hold that team to 3 points was good from start to finish.
One, we tackled better. We had struggled with some missed tackles. And I think we're just progressing. We're getting better. We're starting to understand what reads, what our reads are, and what gaps that we fit. The defense has worked really hard, and so I know sometimes it's hard to see defensively when teams improve. It's a little tougher to tell, but from where we were games 1 and 2 and even 3 to where we are now is drastic, and so I felt like I knew they were close to playing at that level, and they finally got there. Now they got to continue to play at that level each and every week.
I wanted to talk about the offensive line. I mean, they have been good all year and getting better all year, but when you look at them as a unit, what are they doing better now than they were at the beginning of the season?
I think now that they've been through some tests. People have blitzed, people have stunted. We've played big guys, we've played fast, so they've seen a lot more now, and that helps experience, I guess. And so, they were trying to do it early, but it was all happening too fast for them, and so now the game is slowed down. They can make their checks. They understand it at a whole different level, which allows them to make adjustments is the big thing. So they're still firing off the ball low and aggressive and what they were always trying to do, but now the game's slowed down. They can make those changes, and it doesn't really matter at this point what they throw at us. They can make a call and know who to block. So that knowledge and experience is probably the biggest difference.
I know in talking to some of the guys after games, running backs are always giving credit to the line. The line's always praising what the running backs are doing. What do you see behind the scenes at practice as far as their relationship, camaraderie?
I think it's really good. I think our team and offense understand that we're a very unselfish system. When you look, we don't have one guy carrying the ball more than the others. One night it could be this guy. Last week against them happened to be our quarterback. There's been games it's been our tailback or our Z or our fullback. So, and all that is based around our offensive line doing their job. So, really we could, if you tried to pick an offensive player of the year for our team, would be tough because it really goes hand in hand. If our Z doesn't block, then our tailback doesn't do well. If our tailback, so they all have to really, be very humble and unselfish in our system, and they've taken to that. They now understand what that means and what that looks like, and so I feel like as a unit they're really a tight bunch. I feel like they now get it, what I was talking about all season, and you have to go through some wars. You have to play some really good teams, and you have to not always win and have some of those struggles for them to understand what it takes. And now they've been through all that. They came out on the other end playing a lot better.
You had talked about needing to work some more guys on both sides of the ball last week. How do you think they handled that in general?
They did good, and like I said, you never want to do that. You want to create as much depth, but Dean and a couple of those guys played some both ways, and some receiver DB guys did. So each week, that's a lot determined on where we're at injury-wise to how many of those guys we play, or sometimes it's just a system and what we need, whether we need more linebackers or more DBs or more D linemen, and then we've only got so many guys to choose from, so sometimes guys end up playing both ways. But they handled it fine, and we'll look to do that moving forward some each and every week.
You don't have to tell you that's going to be a tough task. Carthage has handled everything that's been thrown at it. What's been the attitude in practice this week?
I think our kids are excited for the opportunity. You're going into one of the state's best teams, and they're in your class, they're in your league, they're in your district. So you're not going to miss them. You're going to see them once and hopefully twice means you're playing well. So I think our kids are excited for that opportunity. They understand the level of play it's going to take to hang with these guys, and the margin of error shrinks to almost nothing. And but if you're going to win big games and you're going to pull off games that maybe you shouldn't win, you've got to make those plays. You got to understand that margin of error, and they do. So we'll take it no different than we did the games before it. Is we'll have a plan. We'll try to go execute the plan, put our focus there, and try not to focus on what they do well necessarily, but just go execute our plan and get after it, play hard, and see what happens.
We've got a really good quarterback, really good running back, and then a couple of receivers, so they can do a lot of different things to hurt you. How do you approach that multifaceted offense? What's the plan without giving away the plan?
Right. Yeah. There's no doubt. I mean, on both sides of the ball, they're extremely talented. That's how they've been able to win. They have a plan that puts you in a lot of one-on-one situations where guys have to make plays, and now you're making plays on really good athletes. So it's tough. There's situations that we're going to have kids step up and make some plays in space or even inside the tackles one-on-one, and that's what that offense does to you. And like I said, now you're tackling really good athletes. So it's a huge challenge, but to me, it's the kind of games we should want to play in. And I told our kids that the improvement they made throughout the year and the ability to win some games has allowed them to be in this game and feel like they belong, not like we're just going in there to get through it. And it's not it's not a winnable game, or it's just, just get through it. The reality is they put themselves in a position to feel like they belong here. Now go play and go find a way to win.
Defensively, you've got a team they've shut down some good offenses, but you've been able to move the ball against some very good defenses. You feel like you can do that here if you play well?
Yeah, they're going to, again, it's a new challenge every week, and they're going to do some things different. And so you got to get in there and keep your game plan pretty vanilla till you see what they're trying to take away. And once you figure out what they're trying to take away, then you got to know what you're going to and then be able to execute that. So in this offense, you should be able, I feel like each week we should be able to find a few plays that are there. It's just now can we execute at a high level. And so it's going to be faster. It's going to be, the pace will be fast. The linebackers will be coming down extremely fast. And so, making sure we can understand that pace and that speed will be a big key. And if you look at Nixon, Joplin first half, we were able to match that speed right away. If you look at Webb, the first game, we weren't able to match that speed. So I think our kids now understand, the speed of the game is going to change when you play somebody this magnitude, and you got to be prepared for it.
Should be fun. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
Taylor Insurance is proud to sponsor Republic Tiger Sports. Since 1988, Tony Taylor and the people at Taylor Insurance have served Republic by protecting their clients just like they protect their own family members. And because it's an independent insurance agency, Taylor Insurance can offer you more options based on your specific needs. Call Taylor Insurance at 732-2345. That's 732-2345. And thanks to Taylor Insurance for sponsoring Republic Tiger Sports. Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and Republic Tiger Sports. Destiny Church is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports, and they'd love to have you join them in person at 526 East Harrison behind McAllister's, Sunday at 9 a.m. and 10:45. There's also a Wednesday youth service for grades 6 to 12, and that begins at 6 o'clock. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook or online at destinychurch.me. Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300. Vision Health Eye Center, outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Welcome to Republic Tigers football on Republic Tiger Sports as Republic gets set to take on the Carthage Tigers on the road. Great facility and a great football team. Probably, I think a lot of people would say they've proved themselves to be, if not the best in the conference, one of the two best in the conference. They've knocked off Joplin, they've knocked off Webb City, and still have Nixa left on the schedule among the kind of top tier of the conference, but it will be a tall task for the Tigers. David Brazil alongside Rich Miles. And what do the Tigers do tonight as they come in? And this is a game that's obviously a big one for both teams because they both played well and have something to play for, but Carthage a clear favorite as you look at scores, Rich, and what they've done this season.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a tall task, as you had mentioned. Carthage last week, that was a big game, playing Joplin, won 34-22, and their running back, Luke Gall, ran 24 times for over 200 yards in that game against a really good Joplin team. And on the other side, Carthage defense is really good as well. Their defense held Joplin to only 56 yards rushing, and that is the lowest amount of rushing yards that Joplin's had all week. So, as you had mentioned, this is a really good Carthage team, easily the best team in Southwest Missouri, one of the best in the entire state of Missouri.
Yeah, they're ranked number 2 in Class 5. Jackson in Southeast Missouri is ranked number 1, but I have a hard time believing Jackson is better than Carthage, and I think when those two hook it up, Jackson is going to get a lesson in what number 1 looks like, honestly. Carthage is very good, and we'll see what the Tigers can do tonight. One thing I liked about just being around the team this week and talking to some of the guys and then talking to Coach Cornelson is you just get the feeling that they are not coming down here to go through the motions and get this thing over with. They're coming down here with expectations, and they've played well, and they've moved the ball against good defenses. I don't know if it's as good as Carthage's defense, but we will find out. Key tonight, I think, is avoiding mistakes. If you can do that, you got a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah, this is a Carthage team that you're going to definitely have to limit the mistakes because any mistake that you do against Carthage, they're going to make you pay for it. They're a team that easily puts up points on your mistakes.
Fleetwood and Phillips back, and it is kicked deep to Fleetwood, who takes it on about the 8-yard line. Out past the 20 and bowls over a man, takes it to the 26, and that is where Republic will start from the 26-yard line on the return by Mason Fleetwood.
Talking about this Republic team and what they've done against other teams, I mean, you got to go back to that Nixa game. There's a great first half versus Nixa, and if this team comes out and plays with the same mentality and attitude and mistake-free first half like they did against Nixa, I think this can be a competitive game.
And they give it to Sandridge right off the bat. He's hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage, but moves the legs, keeps them churning, and gets almost all the way out to the 30-yard line, and the nose of the ball is on the 30. And so that's a good gain on first down for Connor Sandridge. 11:35 left to go in the quarter, just underway here at Carthage. We'll try to keep you updated as we don't have a clock on the scoreboard tonight, but I'll try to remember to keep telling you how much time's left. And they gave it on the inside handoff that time. And it was Kroll. Luke Gall made the tackle, but a good gain by Kroll, and that is going to be a first down all the way out to the 36-yard line.
And what's great here is you've got two plays. We've picked up big chunks against a very good Carthage defense.
Moody under center, and he fakes the handoff and pitches to the outside, and Ellison tries to get around the corner and doesn't. Got back, I think, to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it, as a couple of Carthage Tigers were there to bring him down.
It was number 5, Patrick for Carthage, did a really good job of running down the option play there. You can see that this Carthage team is very quick once you get them out in the open.
Oh, yeah. And inside again, not much running room. Kroll takes it. And maybe picked up a yard. It was 2nd and 10. Let's see if they... I don't think they're going to even give him a yard. Yep, they do say he gained a yard. It wasn't really a full yard, but gets credit for it. And so it's 3rd and 9, and this is the first 3rd and long situation of the night for Republic.
I wonder if Coach will try to do something outside of the tackles on this particular play.
Moody under center. Sandridge went in motion. They gave it to Kroll again, and obviously they think they see some things between the tackles that they can exploit. They gained good yardage on that one, but it was 3rd down. And they're out to the 41-yard line, and I think they're going to have to kick it away here. So Carthage's defense gets the stop on the first possession, but promising signs for Republic as they picked up a first down and had a couple of plays that didn't really go anywhere and weren't able to overcome that on 3rd and long.
But those plays were mistake-free. Those plays were not for negative yards.
Gavin Beckner is back to punt it away for Republic. He's not very far behind the line of scrimmage when he takes that snap. And reception made around the 35-yard line. A flag comes flying in. And that was Davian King who made the return. But the flag flew right around where he caught the ball. So let's see what happens. Well, it wasn't a very emphatic signal. He moved his hands and then he pointed toward Carthage. So we do know it's going backwards, but I didn't see what he did, what he said.
Oh,
block in the back. They've got the microphone. That's handy.
And the crowd volume might sound a little different tonight here. As usual, Carthage, when we come out here, their windows don't open up in the press box, so it kind of sounds like we're talking in the bathroom a little bit.
But we do have, they put a speaker in here probably after a couple of complaints from radio stations that visited. Man goes in motion, and they fake the sweep, and Cabance keeps it, comes near side. He's got a big opening. He's out to midfield, and he skips over Hayden Jones. Oh, they say he stepped out of bounds. So Cabance took it to the near sideline, and only Hayden Jones was there to slow him down. He did, and it was a first down into Republic territory for the first time for Carthage.
And right off the bat, you can see just how quick this Carthage team is. Their O-line was quick. They were there to get a pretty good push against our defensive line there. Opened up a huge hole on the right-hand side. Went untouched for several yards.
So a big gain on first down for Carthage. And the handoff inside, and that's going to be a touchdown. They're going to break it. That's Luke Gall. He's done it before, and he will do it again, and he did it just now to Republic. As Luke Gall goes 47 yards for the touchdown. And with 8:38 left to go in the first quarter, and Gall's 47-yard touchdown puts him on top.
And Luke Gall is the guy last week who put up over 200 rushing yards against a very good Joplin defense.
I said 47. I think that was 48 yards. I think they were on the 48-yard line. And the extra point is good. So it is 7-0. We'll take a break and be back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987. Offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com.
$7-0 lead for Carthage. And that was a two-play drive. They kick it off to Fleetwood again, who takes it around the 10 and is tackled after crossing the 20 out to the 23. And that's where Republic will take over, trying to answer the touchdown by Carthage. Fleetwood's had a couple of good returns, and he's done a nice job since he's been put back there. I think it was week 2 that he saw his first action, but don't quote me on that.
What's great is he's an underclassman, so we're going to see him out there for the next couple of years.
Yeah, well, we didn't know when he went out there at Willard, we didn't know who he was. He wasn't on the varsity roster. So he's got a long future ahead of him. And the inside handoff, or rather the keeper by Moody.
And that right there is the type of plays that we've seen them do against every single team that they've played so far.
Yep, gain of 6 for Avery Moody, and it brings up a 2nd down and 4.
And that's what we're going to have to see more this evening.
Yep.
Or you're going to have a really good push by the offensive line, and whether it's Moody or the two backs in the backfield keeping it, they got to turn their feet and get it every yard they can get.
Moody keeps it again and kind of slides off of one tackle and falls forward, and I think he picked up 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. So good run by Moody there. And it is going to be there's going to be some sore Republic Tigers tomorrow if they pick up all their yards between the tackles against this Carthage team. But if that's what they've got to do, that is what they will do. And Moody keeps it, shoves his way forward. He's got a 1st down. Good push by the offensive line again. And we'll be featuring the O-line in an upcoming article for Republic Tiger Sports Magazine. They're one of the stories that will appear when that magazine shows up online next week. Ball at the 36-yard line on 1st down, and we've got movement, illegal movement.
Yeah, he actually had a few Republic Tigers all move. I think he had 2 O-linemen and one of the backs.
Let's watch it again. Yep. When that happens, you kind of wonder if it might have been related to Moody in the count, rather than when it's more than one guy. Of course, everybody didn't jump, so maybe not. Hard to say. So it's 1st and 15 from the 31-yard line. And that's tough when you got to get a few yards at a time running on the inside, and Sandridge takes it. He's tripped up, falls forward, picks up about 3 on 1st down. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 coming up for Republic.
And that's kind of what we mentioned at the very beginning of the game, is Carthage is so well-rounded and so great that they pretty much punish you for your mistakes.
Yep.
So this is going to be as close as mistake-free as we can possibly get this evening if we're going to compete with this Carthage team.
Moody up to the line again. Ellison goes in motion. He's going to throw it. A little play action, and they give it to Sandridge, and he's got lots of running room. Down the sideline into Carthage territory all the way down to the 32-yard line. Great throw, great catch, and a little extracurricular activity at the end here. The helmet comes off. I think Sandridge was upset, and hopefully that's not against him. Let's watch the replay.
I think it might be against Carthage for ripping off his helmet.
I couldn't tell if they ripped it off or if it just fell off, and Sandridge wasn't happy. Well, I called up that replay instead of the other one.
Yeah.
So
they're calling a face mask against Carthage.
Let's try this one. Nope, that's not it. There's the tail end of it. My replays are going out of order. I don't know what's going on. So against Carthage, moves it up. The ball was on the 31. And now it's all the way down to the 21. So Republic threatening here. Play action worked. And they give it to Kroll, and he is hit after a short gain. 1, maybe 2 yards. Yep, gain of 1. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9.
But going back to that previous play, this is an offense does not throw the ball a lot. And, man, he was wide open when he caught that ball. So that pass play, everything worked out great.
And that's exactly what play action's supposed to do.
Right.
I mean, they bit, and Sandridge had nobody around him, and at that point, it's just a matter of getting it close enough that he can catch it. They give it to Sandridge. He runs behind Kroll, and, boy, he picked up some yards where I didn't think there were any. Kroll kept driving, and Sandridge was patient.
Yeah, he kind of put his hand on his back, kind of steering him almost.
Yeah. Good run there. Better look at the action. Sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health, dedicated to helping you get a better look at everything. Find them online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Sandridge in motion, and Moody's going to follow Sandridge and Kroll, and he pushes his way down inside the 5. That's the first down for the Tigers.
Avery Moody with the carry.
Moody, and good blocking ahead of him off the right side. Watch behind the 2 running backs ahead of him, and then that last little push at the end, he picked up a couple more. And so it's 1st and goal for Republic inside the 5-yard line. They're on the 4. Rex Roach split out wide to the left side. Everybody else is packed in tight. And nobody there as he turned, and he's going to get in anyway. The play looked like it was designed to go right, and Moody turned, and there was nobody to fake it to. The defense didn't know what it was doing, and Moody took it into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers, and it's 7-6 Carthage.
Yeah, he faked it to nobody. Those 2 backs went to the right. But nonetheless, the result is awesome. He goes untouched into the end zone.
And Marco Don Juan ready to kick the extra point. The snap is high. They got it down, and the kick is good. And so, with 4:08 left to go in the first quarter, Republic ties it up. It's 7-7. We'll take a break and be back with more. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And again this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we take a look at the stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. ERCPA named to Accounting Today's 2020 Best Accounting Firms to Work For. You can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnager Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com. For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Well, Republic not intimidated so far as they march it right down and pick up the touchdown against this Carthage defense. And the kick is going to bounce and stay in bounds. Bobbled, picked up, and the coverage is there for the Tigers.
A great job by the kickoff team.
First one down there was Carson Taylor. He made the hit, and then a couple of other guys came in and cleaned it up. And so with 4:04 remaining, Carthage will start from their own 17-yard line. So they got a long way to go. Of course, it only took them 2 plays to drive 3/4 of the length of the field last time. The big plays hurt the Tiger defense, and Carthage is capable of it. Cabance at quarterback and Gall at running back, and Cabance keeps it, tries to spin away from the tackler. Can't. He picked up the first down. He was brought down by Zion Allen, and that's a first down for Carthage. So 3 plays, 3 first downs for Carthage. If this keeps up, it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, it's pretty much, I know Carthage hasn't had too many plays, but I just assume it's going to be a lot of Gall and Cabance that we're going to be saying back and forth throughout the evening for the Carthage offense.
And they've got a couple of receivers that can make some noise, but if they keep running like this, I don't think they're going to throw it. Gall kind of zigzags trying to get away from the defenders. And Allen was in there to make the tackle, and so was Kendall Kerbo. Good defense that time by the Tigers, and that's the first play by Carthage that has not gone for the first down.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Everybody fought through the block, and D-line didn't just get blown off the line of scrimmage there either.
3:07 left to go in the first quarter. Tied at 7. 2 wide receivers split out wide to the near side. Man goes in motion. That's the tight end. And a fake handoff, and keeping it is Cabance. He spins off one man, takes it out to the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 4. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Carthage. Kendall Kerbo was there to make the tackle.
Yeah, Kerbo, and I think Kotoff was there also to assist. But that right there, those back-to-back plays right there, the defense coming up big. They're going to have to come up big here on this 3rd down.
Clock ticks down to about 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and the pitch on the option. They give it to Gall. He gets around the corner. He goes up the sideline, and he's shuffled out of bounds over here on the near sideline into Republic territory, pushed out at the 46-yard line of Republic. So another first down for Carthage, and they move the chains over on the far side of the field.
Number 26, Zion Allen, give him credit for the push out there. Kind of seems like some of those outside plays that go outside of the tackles, the D-line is having a little bit of difficulty in shedding their blocks and making the tackles.
Good defense that time as they closed it down on the run by Gall.
I think that was Cooper Douglas, I think, came in and made the tackle there.
So a gain only of 1. And we've seen a lot from Zion Allen so far.
And what I like on this drive so far is even though the offense is moving down the field, our defense is making them work for every single thing here. It's not big, huge chunks.
If you can avoid the big play and make them work, then
timeout called by Carthage.
That's all the better for both sides of the ball. Defense is out there longer because they're making them work, but the offense then can get a little rest, and this is an offense that grinds it away. And Carthage calls a timeout with 1:29 left to go in the first quarter, and we're tied at 7. The number 2 team in the state is on the move, but Republic's got them dead even right now with 1:29 left in the first. Back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
Ready to go again. And a throw on a little pass out in the flat on the near side. It is caught. And that is complete to number 40, Brett Rockers. So Rockers with the reception, and Carthage picks up another first down after the timeout.
Rockers just went on just a little flare out, nothing fancy. Catches it in the flat. There's no one there to pick him up, and I think it was Cooper Douglas, number 3 for Republic defense, who eventually pushed him out of bounds.
And get the feeling that Coach Gotti brought him over in the huddle and said, hey, here's what we're going to run. Pick up some yardage. Cabance keeps it, goes right up the middle. He is hit and dropped. Kotoff got him first, and then coming in to clean it up was, I think, Markham. But Kotoff was down low, and he's the first one to him. Watch the middle linebacker. Kotoff came off the block and did a good job, and then Markham came in, hit him high, drove him back. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. They give it to Gall, and 3 Tiger defenders converge on him just beyond the line of scrimmage. He picks up 1 yard. Ball was on the 22. Now it's on the 21. So a gain of 1. It's 3rd down and 5 for Carthage.
And Carthage will have to run one more play. It's about a 3-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. About 20 seconds left.
Now to 10 on the play clock as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cabance directs traffic. Got a man in the slot, and we've got a flag and a timeout called. It was going to be a delay of game with 2.7 seconds left, and so Carthage has had to burn a couple of timeouts here in the first quarter. 2.7 left in the quarter. We're going to take a break and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert, because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection.
Ready to go here. Last play of the first quarter coming up for Carthage after they had to call the timeout. And Cabance is going to keep it. He was almost tripped up in the backfield, got away, and he's near a first down marker, but he's going to be about a yard short. And it's going to bring up a big 4th and 1 when play resumes to start the second quarter. So at the end of 1, it's 7-7 Republic and Carthage. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with that second quarter after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric.
Ready to go for the second quarter. And Carthage lets Cabance keep it, and he picks up the first down.
I think that was number 5, Wyatt Woods, who made the tackle.
So they are not inside the 10. It's still 1st and 10. They've got the ball on the 12-yard line. But as you said earlier, the defense for Republic is really making Carthage work. And with 11:35 left, They've got to find a way to punch it in here. Man goes in motion. And rolling right, Cabance. He is almost hit, and he got rid of it. Beckner was in his face. What a throw by Cabance.
Patrick with the reception.
Yeah, that was a pretty good throw. I thought he was going to get sacked there.
Yep. Boy, that's a great play. I mean, what are you going to do?
Goal, Tigers.
Well, that's the wrong replay. Guys, our replays are just not sticking with us. We'll get it right. But, hey, it was a great play. Even if you couldn't see it again, you saw it the first time, and you saw how good it was. So now it's 1st and goal. From inside the 5, they got the ball on the 2-yard line. Cabance is going to keep it, and he is hit. And did he get in? Yep, they say he reached the ball over as he was falling backwards. And Cabance, with the 2-yard touchdown run, puts Carthage back on top. 10:56 left to go in the second quarter. And Caden Cabance gives Carthage the lead. 2-yard run. And Carthage will try to make it 14. And they do. It's good.
Yeah, Carthage scored, but it was a long, sustained drive. Republic defense made them work for every single yard that they got there.
We'll take a break and be back to see if Republic can answer after this timeout. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
There was a time when these kids didn't have access to health care at school. If they needed a doctor, someone had to take them. Not anymore. In more than 15 counties throughout Missouri, Cox Health now offers virtual visits in school, so parents won't have to change plans or leave work to get their kids quality care. And kids, well, they can get back to school and learning and thriving. Virtual visits in schools from Cox Health. It's the right thing.
Welcome back to Tiger Football. Republic trailing now 14-7 after the 2-yard touchdown run by Cabance with 10:56 remaining in the second quarter. 14-7, and Republic will receive it and see if they can answer again. They scored on a touchdown drive their last time, and this time it's kicked again to Fleetwood. Good reception, and sidesteps one tackler and then pushes his way past the 25 out to the 27-yard line, I believe, and that's where Republic will start this drive. No, they're going to mark it on the 26. So Republic starts on the 26-yard line.
Well, I would think that on the offensive side of the ball, that Republic just sticks to pretty much the same plays that they were calling on the touchdown drive. It worked.
Ellison in motion, and Moody's going to keep it, and he's upended as he crossed the 30-yard line, but still a good gain. Ellison was out there. I thought for a second he was going to pitch it to him, but Moody kept it and picked up 5, and it's 2nd down and 5.
And really, there wasn't anybody else out there, so I think if Moody would have been able to get past that defender that tripped him up, I think it would have been a foot race to the end zone.
Cam Mitchell, the tight end on that side. And they come to this side, and Connor Sandridge dealt out some punishment before he was brought down. Took it near the first down marker, but not quite.
Yeah, I think Connor has left a lot of bruises on several different players throughout this season.
It's 3rd down.
So a big 3rd down play coming up here. 3rd and about 1. And he's close, but he got it. I thought for a second he didn't get it, but they're going to wave the chains forward and say he did pick up the yard that he needed.
And what I like to see is, again, you've got this Republic offense that's just churning away. They're just moving the ball slowly but surely. against a outstanding defense.
And it was Moody who kept it there. On first down, Moody keeps it again and picks up about 5. And the Tigers would not be too upset if it took them about 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go down and score to keep the ball out of Carthage's hands, because that's about how much time is left. Down to, as the clock ticks down to 9 minutes left. And one good thing about being able to run the ball even against Carthage is you can eat up clock, and this is a team you don't want to have the ball very often. Pitch that time to Ellison. He's driven out of bounds after a short gain. Good job by the Carthage defense to string it out and get him to the sideline.
Yeah, that's really good. Watch the play again, just how quickly about half the people on Carthage's defense got there. Their pursuit to the ball is amazing.
And there were 4 guys out there who were not going to let Ellison turn it upfield.
Big third down here for the Republic Tigers.
Third down at about 6. Moody's going to keep it, and he is short of the first down by about a yard. They're going to mark him at around the 46-yard line. And he needs to get to the 47. It's going to be 4th and 1. This is an interesting call. I don't know. I'm tempted to go for it if I'm Ryan Cornelson.
Well, it looks like Coach is going to go for it. Yep, he is.
I mean, you
big play right here.
Fall behind by 2 possessions, and that's not good news. So let's see what they do. Oh, and they jumped. They got him off sides, and that was what was in his brain, and he got it to work if the flag is against Carthage. Let's see. Yep, encroachment against Carthage. So that's a first down for Republic.
Yeah, I didn't see a single person flinch on their Republic offensive side, so I would have been really surprised if they would have called that on us.
Well, I always have my doubts, as you know, Rich. Good gain by Sandridge on first down. He picks up about 4. And the clock winds down to 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Boy, if the Tigers could keep this drive alive and even up the score and have it even at halftime, that would be another case of raised eyebrows around Southwest Missouri. This team is starting to gain some notice. I mean, it's hard to gain notice when you're in a conference with Carthage, Nixa, Webb City, Joplin. But people are starting to pay attention to what the Tigers are putting together, and Moody is tripped up just short of the first down marker. They're going to mark him down at the 40, and it's going to be third down and a short 1 coming up for Republic.
What's great too is I don't know the exact yardage, but we've got to be at least the amount of yardage that Joplin got in the entire game. Joplin only got just over 50 yards last week.
And there's the push we're so accustomed to seeing, and another 2 yards picked up by Moody, and another first down for Republic with 6.5 left. And speaking of not knowing the exact rushing yardage, I want to give a shout out to Tim Barnes, our statistician, who is home under the weather this week. And so hope you get to feeling well and better soon, Tim. And we miss you here in Carthage in this plush press box. First and 10 Republic, 6:15 now left in the half. And they give it to Kroll, who is on top of the pile and then pushed back off the pile. Maybe gained a yard. And it's going to be second down and 9. Clock ticks down to 6:02 remaining.
And what I've kind of noticed just recently is the crowd here at Carthage has been quieted.
Yeah.
The crowd kind of has that uneasiness type of atmosphere going on.
Well, and when you're picking up 4 yards consistently, they're going to call a timeout here. When you're picking up 4 yards at a time consistently and hanging on to the ball, and the home team's offense doesn't get a chance to get the ball and make big plays, then that does tend to quiet things down. Tigers have done a good job so far, but they've called a timeout here with 5:43 remaining in the first half. Down 14-7, but on the move. We'll take a break and be back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Big 2nd and 9 play because you don't want to be left with a 3rd and long, and they give it to Sandridge, who picked up about 3 before being hit and stopped. Well, I said 3, but no, he picked up more than that. Forward progress takes him all the way down to the 32, so that's a pretty good gain. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 coming up from the 36.
What's great is so far, excluding penalties, I don't think this Republic offense has had a negative play.
Yeah, I think you're right. They've been hit at the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Moody's going to keep it. There's a big hole. He's got a 1st down and more. Still on his feet, down to the 20 before being dragged down from behind. And there are 5 minutes left now in the first half. And Republic is right on the 20-yard line.
It's crazy there. Again, that's another play where Avery was literally like one defender away from taking it to the house.
He was kind of falling down as he got past that last guy, and if he'd not lost his balance there, I think he would have gone. Tigers in the red zone for the 2nd time, trying to go 2 for 2 in the State Farm Red Zone Report, sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Sandridge is hit and dropped after a short gain on 1st down. Down to 4.5 left to go in the 2nd quarter.
But as you had just mentioned a little bit ago, what is great is when you've got a long, sustained drive that Republic's doing right now that's eating up the clock, you are literally keeping the ball out of the hands of one of the best offenses in the state of Missouri.
Yep. And the clock continues to run, down to 4:07 left as the Tigers are taking their time in the huddle. Now they'll come up to the line. 2nd down and 10, and again, 2nd down and long is big for an offense like this. Sandridge faked getting the handoff, and Mooney under pressure is hit and dropped all the way back at the 29-yard line. You know, that's something that hasn't happened a lot. Mooney has not been sacked a whole lot, but that time nobody was open, and the defense closed on him, and he had nowhere to go.
And that's one of those where probably watching film later, probably should have just thrown that ball away. When there was nothing there and he had a Carthage defender closing in on him, probably the best bet was just chuck that way outside.
Down to 3 minutes left to go here in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 18. And they try to pick up a good chunk of yards. And they do. They picked up about half of what they needed. Down to the 23-yard line. Brings up 4th down. And looks like they're going to go for it here. Kind of wondered if they were trying to get, if they got a few more yards, they might have sent Marco Don Juan out there. They might try to draw him offside. Yep, that's what they're trying.
Timeout called.
And they call a timeout, so now we might see Marco Don Juan. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I was thinking the same thing. We've seen Marco hit some field goals about this distance throughout the season. He's definitely got the leg. He hasn't missed too many. There's only been just a couple of extra points that he hasn't hit. But other than that, he's been pretty consistent this season. So we've mentioned this before. You feel kind of confident when you've got a kicker like him that if you get around the 20-yard line, you know that you're always in field goal range.
So here we go. Looks like
they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it. 4th down and 14. No, I think they wanted to maybe see what Carthage's defense was going to do. Why not take the timeout, look again, and see if you can find what you think might be a vulnerability in what Carthage runs out there. So 4th and 14, and we've got another timeout. We're going to take a break this time and be back with more after this. You're watching Republic Tigers football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs with a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com.
And Moody's going to throw it deep into the end zone, and it's a jump ball, and a flag comes flying in. It's going to be pass interference, and I think that will keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I couldn't get a number, but the Carthage defender literally was just putting his hands up, just face guarding the Republic receiver out there with no intentions of turning around and looking back for the ball. And it happens in the end zone, too, right there.
Yep. Intended for Ellison. Oh, they called it against Ellison. What? That is, I cannot concur with that. Watch it again. Ellison turns around to try to get to the ball, and they called it on him. Boy, that is tough, and so that's going to change things.
Wow.
Instead of the drive being still alive, Carthage is going to get it back, and with 2.5 minutes left, that's plenty of time for them to take it the rest of the way.
That right there, that's just a plain bad call.
Yeah, coaching staff over there on the other sideline is not very happy with it.
Rightfully so.
And we got a whistle. No, I thought I heard a whistle, but apparently not. And Gall's got running room up the sideline, and a diving tackle up the sideline made by Kendall Curbo.
Stop by number 30, Kendall Curbo.
So Gall picks up a big chunk of yardage. And touchdown here would just be a dagger after the way Republic was moving the ball.
Yeah, I'm still just a little dumbfounded on that call against Republic.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. They're going to throw it. Cabance with a pump fake. Now he throws it deep, and the ball is short. No flag on that one. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 with 2:19 left to go.
Let's see here. I think Carthage has got one timeout left. I know that they've called 2, and I can't remember if they've called a 3rd or not. But
no, I think they have only called 2.
They don't have that. Usually scoreboards have got that posted, but the Carthage scoreboard does not have that posted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. They called 2, but not a 3rd. A lot of motion from this Carthage offense, and Cabance keeps it, comes off the right side. There's a huge hole over here. Jones is going to try and get him. He spins around him, breaks another tackle, finally dragged down at about the 29-yard line by Daniel Kotar.
Cabance with the carry.
So he wasn't even hit until he was about 25 yards upfield,
Right.
And then he spun off of Jones, and Kotar finally brought him down.
That's enough.
Clock ticks down to 2:05 left to go.
And those are those open field tackles that you got to make. You got to get yourself under control, get yourself in athletic stance, as they call it, and make the tackle. Good thing that Kotov came flying in and made the tackle.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line of Republic for Carthage. Cabance is going to throw it out in the flat. It's complete, and good running room. Cut back up the sideline, down inside the 15-yard line. Luke Gall. So the running back comes out of the backfield, makes the catch. 1:39 left to go in the half.
That's enough for another Carthage.
And Carthage threatening to score another touchdown, leading 14-7.
Past couple pass plays by Carthage, our defense has just been a little confused on keeping up with the different, whether it's a back coming out of the backfield or a tight end going on a little flare out.
And they sent 2 men in motion. Or one was, I guess, a shift.
Lou Gall with the carry.
Gall keeps it and nowhere to go. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a slight loss. And there's 1:04 left, and the clock continues to run.
Right now, the clock is our friend.
And Carthage is not in any hurry. I mean, they're in position that they...
We don't have... Oh, okay, thank you. For a second there, a Carthage receiver was not covered.
Thought for a second that might be a face mask. Cabance's helmet kind of went sideways as an arm came in there. And now Carthage is going to call its final timeout with 39.9 seconds left. Gained a couple yards, but that's about it. And they are on the 11-yard line now.
On that last play, the Carthage QB would have scanned and done a quick snap. He would have had a receiver uncovered by the Republic defense. He was looking to his right, and the uncovered receiver was to his left.
So this is a big defensive stand for Republic. If they could keep him out of the end zone here, that would keep them within a score. Carthage will get the ball to start the third quarter. But, boy, just even getting a stop against this offense would be a big defensive lift and a confidence boost for the Tigers. Throw into the end zone is overthrown. That's incomplete. It brings up a fourth down. And now let's see what Coach Gotti wants to do with Carthage. They've got a 4th and 7 from their own 11-yard line with 35 seconds left. Now, if you've got Carthage's offense, what do? You go for it here on 4th and 7, or you kick the field goal and make it 2 scores?
With Carthage offense, I would go for it.
That is some confidence. I mean, and well-founded confidence, but...
And that's something against our defense. It's just Carthage has just got a high-powered offense.
Gall's going to do a little pass back to Cabance, and he's going to get in the end zone, I think. Yep. And trickery from Carthage as they do the throwback. He gave it to Gall. Gall threw it back to Cabance, and Cabance got into the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. So that makes it 20-7.
And, man, what a huge turn of events here in the last couple of minutes of this half due to the fact that we had the Republic offense down around the 20 looking like they were going to possibly go in for the touchdown. A penalty negates it. Carthage is able to go down the field really quickly and widen the gap.
The kick by Chris Mejia, the junior kicker, is good. And with 26 seconds left here in the second quarter, Carthage takes a 21-7 lead. And that was an 11-yard pass from Gall to Cabance. So backwards, what you would usually see. I will say this Republic defense forced Carthage to go into its bag of tricks in week 8. And that's something that Carthage hasn't often had to do against a Republic defense.
You're exactly right. If you go back to last year, Carthage already had 56 points at this point in the game last year. It was Carthage has 56 going into the halftime.
And I know that Ryan Cornelson is not into moral victories, and he expects to win these games eventually. And the way Republic has played in these games this season against Joplin in the first half, against Nixa in the first half, and really the whole game except for a couple of breakdowns against Nixa. And then here tonight against Carthage, this is a team that I think can expect good things in the future based on what they've done this year. One hop, and it's bobbled. Fleetwood picked it back up and then is rocked at about the 19-yard line. And that was fortunate that was not a turnover.
I think he was anticipating the ball to roll a little bit more towards him, and it literally just died. It landed really weird and just kind of popped up almost straight up like a basketball. And he realized, oh, the ball's not coming to me. I got to go to it. And he had a couple blue jerseys literally flying in on him really quickly.
I mean, in the last 8 years that we've been doing this, how many times have we had a situation like that where that would have been a fumble and a Carthage touchdown on the next play? So we've, I think everybody tends to hold their breath when something like that happens. They give it up the middle to Kroll, who is going to pick up 1 yard, and I think that's probably going to do it for Republic, and they're going to be content to go to the locker room down 21-7. And they have played pretty well even with Carthage. If you don't get that penalty called against you on a pass interference down at the goal line, they're probably down a touchdown, if not even. So a good first half for Republic, and the defense will need to take some of that energy into the first drive of the second half, because Carthage will have the ball to start things off when the third quarter begins. But for now, we are going to take a break and be back with our Gold Medal Gems halftime show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and Republic Tiger Sports. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
Pinniger Chevrolet is proud we continue to serve Springfield and Southwest Missouri as we have for over 40 years. The Pinniger Chevrolet family treat each of our customers like family and exceed every expectation, not only in the large selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, but also the quality of pre-owned vehicles to fit any budget. Whether you need a new vehicle, have yours serviced, or need some body repair, pick Pinniger every time. Find new roads in Republic or online at PinnigerChevrolet.com.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com. Not only can Hines Street Pharmacy deliver prescriptions right to your door and often save you money compared to what you're paying at big box pharmacies, their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, and now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference. Taylor Insurance is proud to sponsor Republic Tiger Sports. Since 1988, Tony Taylor and the people at Taylor Insurance have served Republic by protecting their clients just like they protect their own family members. And because it's an independent insurance agency, Taylor Insurance can offer you more options based on your specific needs. Call Taylor Insurance at 732-2345. That's 732-2345. And thanks to Taylor Insurance for sponsoring Republic Tiger Sports. Destiny Church is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports, and they'd love to have you join them in person at 526 East Harrison behind McAllister's, Sunday at 9 a.m. and 10:45. There's also a Wednesday youth service for grades 6 to 12, and that begins at 6 o'clock. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook or online at destinychurch.me. Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com.
Welcome back to Republic Tigers sports coverage of Republic Tigers football, and the Tigers down 21-7 at halftime on the Gold Medal Gym's halftime show. It was a good first half for Republic, but just, you got to be so perfect against the team like Carthage that it doesn't take much for it to get away from you. And in this case, it was a pass interference call on their potential second scoring drive, down 14-7 with about 2 minutes, a little more than that, left in the second quarter, that instead of being a pass interference on Carthage, it was offensive pass interference as Hayden Jones, or Ellison rather, tried to come back to the ball, and that ended up being costly because Carthage took the ball and marched down to the other end.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
got in just before halftime.
Tiger Marching Band.
And that made the score 21-7. Let's recap the scoring. Carthage broke on top on a 48-yard touchdown run by Luke Gall with 8:38 left to go in the first quarter. It took only two big plays for Carthage to go the length of the field and score their first touchdown, and that made it 7-0. But Republic answered with a long drive of its own, and they tied it up 7-7 with 4:08 left to go in the first quarter on a Moody touchdown run as Avery Moody got it into the end zone. I think that was a 2-yard touchdown run, and that made it 7-7. But Carthage responded. They scored with 10:56. It was another fairly quick score for Carthage. 10:56 left to go in the second quarter. Cabance on a 2-yard run got it in, made it 14-7 with the extra point. That's when Republic drove down, had the ball inside the 20-yard line, or right at the 20-yard line. It was a fourth down play, and they had quite a distance to go, so they threw it up toward the end zone, and the offensive pass interference against Republic caused it to be a turnover, and Carthage went back 80 yards the other way and scored on an 11-yard throwback pass from the running back Gall to Caden Cabance, the quarterback, who tucked it inside the corner of the end zone, inside the pylon, with 26.4 seconds left to go in the second quarter. That made it 21-7, and that's where we are here at halftime. We're going to take another break on our Gold Medal Gym's halftime show and be back to talk things over after this timeout. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. Elliott Robinson & Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And again this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we take a look at the stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. ERCPA named to Accounting Today's 2020 Best Accounting Firms to Work For. You can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com. For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Back on the Gold Medal Gym's halftime show, you can see scores along the bottom of your screen now that we've got some in. And Joplin leading. Who's Joplin leading? Branson, 13-9. And Nixa tied with Carl Junction at 14 apiece. So relative parity, at least this week, in the COC. Nixa not winning by as much as you might expect. Or Nixa tied. Joplin not winning by as much as you would expect. And, maybe the biggest game for the teams playing them this week, Willard and Neosho, both winless, probably their best chance at a win all season. They're both 0-7, and right now they are tied 7-7. And whoever wins that one is going to feel a little bit better about themselves, and whoever loses it is going to think, oh, we got 2 more weeks. And one of those teams, the loser, there's a good chance that the loser of that game could be who Republic ends up playing. Because if you look at the district standings, and they've been on our ticker there as well across the bottom of the screen. But Carthage is in first place in the district, and Webb City is second. It's a 6-team district, so those 2 teams, the top 2, will get a bye, and the bottom 4 will play a little mini 4-team bracket at first week, with the number 3 seed playing the number 6. Well, Republic's the 3 and will likely remain the 3 if they can take care of business. And really, even if they don't take care of business at this point, there's a huge gap because Willard currently is 4th, and then you've got, then Neosho's 5th, Parkview 6th. So that would line up that Republic would play 6. Well, it's complicated, but it's not that complicated. Parkview's probably, or at least possibly, going to get a win this week because they are playing Hillcrest, who also is winless. So Parkview's in a game against a winless opponent. So are Neosho and Willard.
And that Hillcrest-Parkview game is tied 14-14 at half.
So there you go. So impossible to know how it's going to turn out, but somebody's got to win that one, and somebody's got to win the Willard-Neosho game.
Right.
I don't know. It shouldn't matter who you play when you. But to me, I just hate playing a team twice if you've already beaten them once. So I personally, coaches haven't said anything, but I would personally rather play Parkview. I don't know about you. I don't know. What's your? It doesn't really matter. But what do you think, Rich? Not because they're worse. Just,
right.
I don't want to play a team twice if I've already beaten them. If I'm a team or a coach.
No, I totally get that, and it would be just kind of nice to play a team that you don't normally play. Parkview. We've already we get to see Neosho and Willard year after year after year, so it'd be kind of nice to be able to play a team that you don't normally play, and like you said, they're all 0-7 right now, so it really doesn't make that big of a difference. In that, but yeah, pretty much the last couple of games here all kind of determine and have an influence on who Republic is going to host during that Week 10, because next week we host the Branson Pirates, and then the following week is kind of that to be determined, but we kind of already know it's going to be at least one of the 3 teams that we had mentioned, Willard, Neosho, or Parkview, and how they all end up here in the last, whether it's tonight or next week, kind of determines who we host. But that is nice, though, the fact that we know already this early that Week 10 we will be hosting a game at Republic.
Yeah, it's a weird district. To have 3 teams out of 6 that are 0-7 through 7 weeks is really, that's just a a weird breakdown. So it does make it easier to at least know where you're going to be. And now a tradition at the Gold Medal Gym's halftime show is that we have stats. Well, I mentioned earlier that Tim Barnes, under the weather, not with us, but the most dedicated stat man in all of high school football. He is at home compiling stats as best he can from watching the feed. And that is what I'm going to give you now as I try to read the pictures that he texted me of his stat sheet. We'll start with Republic, and they have 129 total yards, 102 on the ground, 27 passing yards. Avery Moody was 1 of 2 passing for 27 yards. Rushing, Avery Moody had 13 carries, 63 yards, and he really had the bulk of the yardage on the ground. The other running backs didn't have a whole lot of success. 6 carries, 15 yards for Kroll. Sandridge had 7 carries for 24 yards. Of course, he had the catch. That was a big gainer for Republic. And Gunnar Ellison, 2 carries, no yards. So 28 carries, 102 yards on the ground for Republic. Carthage has 234 yards. And, I mean, that just shows how good their offense is. They had 234 yards. They barely had the ball.
Right.
I mean, Republic held on to the ball for most of the second quarter. Carthage just scores so quickly. Caden Cabance had three completions in 5 attempts for 47 yards. And Luke Gall, he was 1 for 1 passing for a touchdown as he had the throwback pass to Cabance. 58 yards passing for Carthage and 176 rushing. And it was Cabance with 8 carries, 65 yards, and Gall, 8 carries, 111 yards already in the first half. So a big night for Luke Gall and for Caden Cabance. And Carthage is on top, 21-7 here at halftime. We're going to take another break and be back with more of our Gold Medal Gym's halftime show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric.
There was a time when these kids didn't have access to health care at school. If they needed a doctor, someone had to take them. Not anymore. In more than 15 counties throughout Missouri, Cox Health now offers virtual visits in school, so parents won't have to change plans or leave work to get their kids quality care. And kids, well, they can get back to school and learning and thriving. Virtual visits in schools from Cox Health. It's the right thing.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs with a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who'll do the job right. In the Republic area, that's Far Better Plumbing. Whether it's residential, commercial, or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and Republic Tiger Sports.
Welcome back to coverage of Republic Tigers football on Republic Tigers Sports. Gold Medal Gym's halftime show, and the Tigers trailing 21-7. Even though right now it says 37-3. I don't know what happened to my scoreboard. I gotta fix that. Oh, I know. I'm using the wrong one. There. It's not 37-3. Thought maybe something happened while we were looking away. It's 21-7. Carthage on top, and they will get the ball first. Defensively, I feel like the Tigers played the first couple of drives, the big plays. They did not play very well, but after that, the last couple of drives, they made Carthage work. Still gave up some big plays, but not the touchdown runs that were 40, 50 yards. So not a bad performance after that first couple of drives for the Republic defense. As you said a couple of times, they were making Carthage work to get down the field and just fell short of a stop on that last drive, and that was a big one. Would have been nice to be down only 14-7 at half, but 21-7, as you said, what was this? How many points did they have last year at halftime?
Yeah, Carthage had 56 points at halftime.
Yeah, so much better situation now. And if the defense could maybe get a stop here on this first drive and the Tigers can march down, the Republic Tigers can march down and put it in the end zone, then we'd have ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, it's just nice to see a Republic football team out there just being competitive. And it really is, like you said, Coach felt like the guys weren't just going to come down here and go through the motions, like just, we're going to go down there and play Carthage and come back. It wasn't that way. Their attitude, their mentality is definitely different this year, and you can see it. You can see it there, the product there on the field. They're going after it. They're going after this Carthage team. This is a Carthage team that we've said several times already, and most people who keep up with high school football know that this Carthage team is outstanding. And so far, we're hanging with them. Take away a couple of big plays, and this game is a lot closer than what the scoreboard says.
So Republic will be on defense to start with. Before the second half starts, I want to quickly give a shout out to a couple of teams that ended their seasons this week. Tennis, girls tennis team had a great season this year. Elsie Crawford made it back to state for a second straight season. She had a medal in singles play last year, did not pick up a medal this year. They moved up to Class 3, and I'll tell you that her two opponents had to be among the top players in the state. They were unbelievable. Dan Vallis said they were both like highly rated recruits on tennisrecruiting.com on that website, and her pod of 4 singles players was pretty tough. So she had a tough draw and didn't make it out, but a great season and a great career for her, and a great season for the tennis team in general. And then the softball team ended up winning 16 games and fell short on a 2-run rally in the bottom of the 7th inning by Ozark last night. And so the softball season is over, and it's always sad when those season ends, especially last time you watch those seniors, and that was a tough one for Republic last night. Just about ready to go here, and Republic will kick it off to start the third quarter.
This is a great opportunity for this Republic defense to start off the second half, show that, you know, this is going to be a Republic team that is going to make this Carthage team work for everything again. They're not just going to lay down. They expect to, you know, play just as hard as they did in the first half.
Don Juan has it teed up, and boy, he drove the return man back all the way to the 5 after it went off his fingers, and that is where the coverage team is down there to smother him. Great coverage on a great kick by Marco Don Juan.
And as you said, the coverage was outstanding. You literally have like 6 or 7 white jerseys all around the return man for Carthage.
That was inside the 10 by the time it came down.
Look
and
how many white jerseys touch him.
Yep. Wow. Great job by the Tiger kickoff team, and Carthage has its back to the wall. Let's see if they can do something defensively to stop it. The pitch to Gall, and the defense is there to bottle it up. He ends up gaining a couple of yards on first down. And Isaac Colliot was there to make the stop. Good first down play by the Tigers.
Yeah, the defense did a great job of defending the option. You had someone who took the QB, and then you had someone out on the pitch man. That's exactly how you're supposed to defend the option.
Second down and 8. 11-18 left to go in the third quarter. Man goes in motion, and they fake the jet sweep. And this is the play that Cabans had a big run on last time, and he's got good yardage again, out past the 25 to about the 27, almost the 28.
By number 17, Cole Gimlin.
Yeah,
Cole Gimlin made the stop.
The QB fakes the jet sweep. The jet is the guy going in motion. He fakes it. He's reading essentially different defenders. Sometimes the QB is reading a defensive end. Sometimes he might be reading a defensive tackle. And then he just kind of goes the other way. So you got the jet sweep going one way and the QB goes the other way.
Last time he came to the sideline and picked up more yards than that. That time he came to the near side but then cut it back toward the middle. Tight end goes in motion, and that's Tyler Willis. And another keeper by Cabans. Defense bit inside, and Cabans takes it all the way out near midfield before Wyatt Woods brings him down. They're going to mark him down on the 47-yard line of Carthage, and it's another first down with 10:25 left in the third quarter.
And that's one of those where the defensive coach is telling both the defensive end and whoever your linebacker is to that side, make sure that nothing's coming back the opposite way. Before you commit to the ball inside, make sure nothing's bouncing outside.
Down to about 10 minutes left. Cabans in the shotgun, and he gives it to Gall. Gall comes to the near side, stiff arms one potential tackler, and then slips away from another. Still on his feet, cuts it back, takes it inside the 10, and stumbles all the way into the end zone. And the Tigers did not tackle very well on that one. Hayden Jones was back there and Colliot, and they both missed him. But by that point, the damage had really been done.
Yeah.
He slips off a man there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, yep. At least 4 guys missed him, and that's only in the tail end of that run. So a 52-yard run, I believe, is what that was by Caden Cabans, or rather by Luke Gall.
Chris Mejia with the point after.
Mejia kicks the extra point, and it's 28-7. And Republic needs one of those long drives to kind of keep things under control and maybe regain some confidence after the quick score by Carthage. We're going to take a break and be back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state.
Ready to go here again. And the Tigers will receive the kick, try to get a good return, get some good field position, and then march it down and answer that quick touchdown by Carthage. Kick is in the air, and it's going to be taken by Phillips this time. Received it on the 17-yard line. He's got a lot of running room. He cuts it back to the far side and right up the far hash mark. Takes it all the way out past the 40. He's marked down at the 42-yard line.
He had great vision there. He was just kind of looking, watching everything develop in front of him.
Great block by Fleetwood. That first block to give him some space, and he took advantage. That better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health, dedicated to helping you get a better look at everything. Find them online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. 9:40 left to go in the third quarter. Tigers have the ball, and Moody's going to keep it, and never did pitch it. Thought he was going to, and picked up 3 yards on first down, out to the 45-yard line.
Again, Avery Moody being the one that initiates the contact. You don't see that a lot by too many QBs, lowering their head, kind of lowering their shoulder, and giving the hit to the defender instead of the opposite way.
You know, there's going to be some post players in the COC basketball season. They learn that Avery Moody has been working out. He is strong, and he's going to assert some force inside for the Tigers this basketball season. There, he spins his way into Carthage territory to the Carthage 49.
That was a great run. He literally just kind of followed a couple of his offensive linemen. O-line did a great job getting a huge push on the up front guys for Carthage, setting up the 3rd and short.
8.5 left, and they pick up the first down. Moody took it to the 46-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 for Republic with 8:29 left. Man, if you can run the ball on Carl Junction, who's got a great run defense, Carthage, Nixa, Tigers have moved the ball against some of the best defenses in the state when you consider the conference they play in, and Sandridge picks up a huge chunk on first down. 5. Ran off the right side of the line.
Yeah, this offense is great when it comes to running the ball. Our offense has already got twice as much running or rushing yards already than Joplin had last week in the entire game.
Ellison in motion. He's going to throw on the play action, and that one he left it short. Tried to hit Sandridge on a similar play or the same play as in the first half, and that time he underthrew him. Short-armed the pass a little bit, and Sandridge was unable to turn his momentum around and get back to the ball.
I like the call there. A little play action. Yep. This Carthage defense is seeing run after run after run after run, and they're kind of starting to creep up a little bit, so I kind of like that call.
Big 3rd down and 5. I think Avery Moody's going to keep it and run behind the backs. He did, and he got the first down. Took it down inside the 35. That is a bread and butter play for the Tigers, where the one wing goes in motion and runs to the opposite side, and then Moody tucks it in right behind both of them. Watch Sandridge. And he goes right behind all 3 of the backs and picks up the first down.
And what's great is, as you said, that is the bread and butter. Every single team that prepares for us has seen that play on film 100 times, and no one can stop it.
Yep. And more play action. He throws it over the middle. It's complete to Ellison. Inside the 20-yard line, spins away, takes it down to the 10. Ellison with a catch and run.
That is awesome. He kept his balance, kept his feet going, and refused to go down.
Moody just nice little soft touch, and Ellison spun around but wouldn't go down. As you said, takes it to the 10, and the Tigers up to the line. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Sandridge fights his way forward down to the 8, the pickup of 2 on 1st and goal from the 10.
It's just amazing just how punishing he is. The fact that he literally is just rolling and spinning and trying to get every single yardage he can get.
Get the play in again. It's 2nd and goal from the 8 this time. Sandridge in motion again, and there's that play behind the backs, behind Sandridge. Avery Moody takes it inside the 5, down to the 4. Republic knocking on the door with 5:58 left to go in the quarter. 3rd trip into the end zone, or into the red zone rather, and they are 1 for 2. Scored their first time. And this Red Zone report brought to you by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Thanks to Sarah Rader for her support of Republic Tiger Sports. Of course, she's also a sponsor of our Off the Field series, where we feature some of the students who are competing in non-sports activities. That's always a favorite. Moody under center. Fakes the handoff, goes behind Kroll, puts the head down, and drives down to the 1 before he's stopped. And a big 4th and goal coming up here for Republic with 5:17 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
And it's
just a heavy dose of Moody and Sandridge on this drive.
I wonder if they'll try and draw them off sides. It wouldn't get them in, but it would give them a 1st down and a new set of downs. Moody. Sandridge in motion. Moody keeps it in a big hole right behind Sandridge. Sandridge went through the hole first, and he had nobody to block.
Yeah.
So you knew Avery Moody at that point was almost certainly going to get in, and he did, and it's a touchdown for Republic, and it's 28-13.
Great effort by everybody here.
Yep. Oh, the right side of the line has been so good.
Right.
The whole line's been good tonight, but that right side has been fantastic.
Team effort. Literally, the O-line did great opening the hole. You had Sanders going in there just cleaning up anything, and Avery just able to go into the end zone almost untouched.
And it's 28-14 on the 1-yard run by Avery Moody. So the Tigers hanging with Carthage. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
Back to action here shortly. 4:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And Republic has scored to get back within 2 touchdowns. It's 28-14. And Don Juan will kick it off. And they're going to try the onside kick, and they can't quite get to it before it goes out of bounds. I like the idea, but it never took that hop up in the air that you need if it's going to work. What do you think of this, Rich?
I agree with you. You teach them to kind of kick the top of the ball so it kind of goes end over end, but just a little bit too much oomph behind that.
Yep. I like the idea. I mean, this is exactly the situation where if you've got a team that's heavily favored,
you got to do something different. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to try to catch this Carthage team, off guard a little bit. Do something that maybe they're not quite used to.
So they'll start in Republic territory. They've got the ball on the Republic 49-yard line. And Gall's going to keep it. And not much room as he is met and pushed back. Big hit by Kendall Kerbo.
Great job right there. D-line just stuffed him. Carthage linemen really had nothing they could do right there. Defense is still going strong late in this third quarter.
Kerbo made the big hit there. And goes in motion. And again, Caban's keeps it. This time he throws to goal on a good hit.
Good hit.
As the defense came up, and it's Kerbo again.
Yeah.
Who came in and made the hit.
That is definitely something we got to look at again. That was a great hit right there.
Kerbo conveniently had his picture up on the screen before the play started. And then he comes up and obliges by making the hit and breaking up the pass. Vance got away from trouble once, but he can't pick up the first down as he is stopped after a gain of a couple. And it's going to bring up a fourth down for Carthage.
Public defense did not fall victim to the QB draw there.
Yep.
So big fourth down here. It looks like Carthage obviously is going to go for it.
Huge 4th and 6 play here.
Big play right here. It'd be awesome. The defense can get the ball back for our offense and we can punch it in the end zone again.
This is where I would think about some play action. Well, they're not going to do play action. No, he's going to punt it. He backed up and does a little squib kick. There was nobody back to receive it, and it's going to roll all the way down to about the 7-yard line. And that's where Republic will start with 3:13 left to go in the third quarter. Republic's defense gets a stop, and if they can go down and score again, they would be within a touchdown of Carthage here in the third quarter. What a performance by Republic tonight, and let's see if they can keep it going. Same, I assume, Rich Miles, you would say just you got to keep doing the same thing on offense.
You just stick to what has kept us in this game, and you keep calling the same plays until the Carthage defense stops it.
Sandridge in motion, and again, Moody keeps it, runs behind it, and takes it out to the 10. A gain of about 3. Kinder came up and made the stop for Carthage. The clock has ticked down to 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
This would be good here to have another long, sustained drive right here.
Yeah, it would be nice to take it into about the middle part of the fourth quarter and score, and then give the defense an opportunity to get another stop. Sandridge runs to the outside and takes it beyond the first down marker. That last little skip by Sandridge got him the first down yardage, and Gall made the stop for Carthage.
Right, the right side of the O-line for Republic did a great job of sustaining their blocks, making a wall there for Sandridge to run behind.
Yep. Down to 2:27 left to go in the third quarter. And Republic with a 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. Trying to score after the defense got the stop. Ellison went in motion, and Moody got away from a tackler, and he almost broke something. He was just tripped up as he came into the defensive backfield by Zach Lansford, the linebacker. If he had been able to not lose his balance on that hit, I think he'd have maybe broken it.
But I love the effort there. He literally dove forward right there, just trying to get every little extra yardage they can get.
2nd and 2, so that's a gain of 8 on first down. And they give it to Sandridge, and he puts the helmet down and pushes his way toward the first down marker. And based on where that official's standing over near the far sideline, I think that's going to be a first down. Yep, they wave the chains up. 1:26 left to go in the third quarter.
I think maybe Republic offense is seeing something. They're kind of going to the right side a little heavy here in the second half.
And, of course, running behind Tristan Hart over there, who's a big anchor. Max Van Wyck is over there as well. And then you got Markham, the tight end, on that side. This time they come to the left, and Moody picks up good yardage on first down.
We're Down about 50 seconds here in the third quarter.
Yep, I think they'll get one more in. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Sandridge in motion. Moody runs behind Sandridge, and he fights for yardage. He's going to be a little bit short, but it's going to be 3rd and short, and I think that will probably take us to the end of the third quarter. Moody took it out to just past the 38-yard line, and down to 10 seconds left in the quarter. They're going to try and get lined up and get one more play in, I think. Moody dives forward. He's past the 40. He's got the first down. And the first down with 1.3 seconds left. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. And that's going to do it for the fourth quarter. But, hey, everybody, you might want to call your friends. Well, I guess you don't call your friends anymore. You text your friends. Might want to text them because this is turning interesting. As Republic's on the move, they wind the clock. It winds down to 0, and we go to the fourth quarter. And Republic is in striking distance. They're on the move, and they trail 28-14 against Carthage. We're going to take a break and be back with the fourth quarter after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Henniger Chevrolet is proud we continue to serve Springfield and Southwest Missouri as we have for over 40 years. The Henniger Chevrolet family treat each of our customers like family and exceed every expectation, not only in the large selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, but also the quality of pre-owned vehicles to fit any budget. Whether you need a new vehicle, have yours serviced, or need some body repair, pick Henniger every time. Find new roads in Republic or online at PennigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Henniger every time.
Fourth quarter underway, and Sandridge breaks away from a couple of men and comes up the sideline into Carthage territory. And I do not envy anybody who is trying to bring down Connor Sandridge.
Yeah. So whoever tried to tackle him literally kind of bounced off of him. That was just an awesome run.
He's hitting the backfield.
Right.
Slipped away from that one, and then he just stumbled and bumbled his way all the way into Carthage territory.
And those type of runs is what energizes the rest of the offense.
Oh, yeah,
when you
sure.
come back and you're in the huddle, everybody's high-fiving, saying good job, and it becomes contagious.
Another first down for Republic. They're into Carthage territory. Moody's going to run the option. He's going to keep it, and he is hit. And, boy, a second hit came up and leveled him.
Yeah.
But he gets right back up. But he still gained 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, I'm glad that he popped up as quick as he did. That was a pretty big hit that he took there.
It was a little scary to watch.
But this offense, just the way they're going up to the line of scrimmage, just feels so confident right now.
In motion again is Sandridge. Moody's going to run behind him again, and now the defense starting to maybe get the idea of what's going on that play. Not much yardage there. Well, he did gain a couple, and it's third down and about 5 coming up for Republic with 11:02 left to go in the game. If you're just tuning in on the Facebook feed that I started up, it's a good one. It's 28-14 Republic trying to get within a score of undefeated Carthage on the road. Moody keeps it. And he is upended, I think, just short of the first down marker. He's right there. Depends on the spot.
The far guy is inside foot is literally, we're talking inches. I think that's when they're going to have to measure. Yeah, they're going to measure it.
Yep. So 10:23 left to go in the game. And if you just tuned in, Carthage scored first on a 48-yard run by Luke Gall. Republic answered on a touchdown run by Avery Moody with 4:08 left to go in the first quarter, and that tied it at 7. Caden Cabance ran in from 2 yards out to make it 14-7 early in the second quarter. And then it was a 2-score lead as Luke Gall passed to Caden Cabance. And that made it 21-7. It was 28-7 when Gall ran for 52 yards and a touchdown. And then Republic answered with a long drive. Moody scored on a 1-yard run. It made it 28-14. And then the defense got to stop, and that's where we are now. Republic trying to answer. It's 4th and inches. Big play here for the Tiger offense. They come up to the line, Avery Moody. Oh, and Carthage almost jumped, and they're going to call a timeout. That's what they were trying to do, get him to jump offside so they don't have to run the play. But now they're going to talk things over. And what do you do here, Rich?
I do the same exact plays that we've done. Either the same play that Avery Moody does, like 10, 15 times a game, or you hand it off to Connor Sandridge and allow him to just pull his way through. So I feel pretty confident here. There's very few times where we haven't been able to just get like an inch or two throughout the season.
I'm glad you didn't say, well, I'd punt here.
No way. I know you're joking, but no way.
I say inches. It looks like it's more like 4th and inch. I mean, they do not need much. And one thing that this offense has been good about is not getting hit for losses very often. And they got it. He's down to the 40, or the 35 rather, and that's going to be a first down for the Tigers with 10:06 left to go in the game. Again, Republic trying to get within a score of Carthage. Carthage is 7-0. They've beaten Joplin, manhandled Joplin. They beat Nixa. No, they got Nixa next week.
No, I'm sorry.
They beat
Webb City.
Yeah, Webb City, and did that pretty handily. And the Tigers giving them everything they want. Sandridge with a good run on first down, and he struggles forward, reaches out the ball, and that was dangerous because he wasn't quite down. He was laying on top of a body. And if you watch the tail end, I was afraid he was going to lose it there.
I like the effort, him trying to stretch out, but at the same time, you got to be careful too. Put 2 hands on the ball.
Not to say, well, he's trying to reach for it, and then I think he was thinking he was about to go down. And then he never hit the turf, and he had to pull it back in. Still, though, second down and about 6. They give him a 4-yard gain on first down. Hope you are enjoying this one. We certainly are. From Carthage, Moody keeps it behind Kroll, fights his way forward down inside the 30, and he's got a first down. 8:58 left to go in the game.
And so far, our offensive line, excluding maybe just a couple of plays, our offensive line is doing such a great job on this particular drive.
Absolutely.
They are just blowing the defensive line way off the line of scrimmage.
Mentioned it's Hart, Van Wyck, and Markham on the right side of that line. And Moody keeps it again, pushes his way forward for a couple, maybe 3. They're going to mark him just short of the 21-yard line. And now to 8:28 left to go in the game.
And again, you when you watch sports, you see a lot of body language. You can kind of tell what's going on in body language. And when you look at this Republic offense right now, just the way they're going up to the line of scrimmage and how they go back to the huddle, they just feel so confident.
In motion is Ellison. They're going to run the option, and that time Moody decided to keep it early, and they were ready for it. He hasn't really pitched it. He pitched it once in the first half, and so that's not really enough to keep the defense honest, and they are just clamping down on Moody when they run that play to the left side.
Is this a time maybe where you hand the ball off and try to do something on the outside? Not the option, but do something outside the tackle.
There, they've done some play action. 3rd and 7 from just outside the 20. Play action it is. And he drops the ball. Tigers jump on it.
Ball knocked loose by Michael Lindsay, recovered by
Carter Nation. So big play by Carter Nation
That
there.
brings up 4th down.
But that is a big stop or a big play by the Carthage defense. Moody just couldn't find anybody open. And it's 4th and 15. This is the situation similar to the one where they threw it toward the end zone. 4 wide receivers to the right, spread offense, and Beckner in there at quarterback. He's going to throw it long up the left side, and it is incomplete. Intended for Hayden Jones. Jones wanted a flag, and so did Ryan Cornelson. And Cornelson is hot. Watch Jones as the pass makes its way toward him, and he's bumped all the way up. They say it's incidental contact, and that one goes against the Tigers, and Republic turns it over. So the defense needs another stop with 6:39 remaining in the game. Big plays have been the main source of scoring, or at least the main source of yardage for Carthage. And now we've got a timeout called. There's a flag. I don't see where the flag is. I wonder if it's going to be against Ryan Cornelson. Is it a sideline warning? No, it's unsportsmanlike conduct. So they did not like hearing the complaints emanating from the far sideline after that non-call. And that will give Carthage some additional yardage, and they will start further upfield, still in their own territory. 6:39 left to go in the game, and they'll start on the 45 now after the penalty against Republic. So I don't know who it was that was. There were a lot of unhappy people over there. Don't know who that penalty was on. They give it to Gall, and he's going to break it, and that is a dagger. As Luke Gall goes all the way, 55-yard touchdown run. And that's the second time tonight that there was a pass interference call or non-call or potential call that went against Republic down in that end of the field. And Carthage immediately answered. That time it was a touchdown run by Luke Gall.
Yeah, 2 different times in the game where you've got just a huge turn of events, where you've got a Republic offense that looks like they're marching down the field to score, doesn't go their way, and then Republic very quickly answers with the touchdown.
So it's 34-10, or rather to 14. And Mejia will kick it through and make it 35-14. And that is a tough one, too, because of the way Republic runs its offense. Not exactly a quick strike offense for the Tigers. So they've got to be patient and move the ball, and they can't do that and still try to get back in the game. Down now 21 with 6:29 left.
And really, that drive, the previous drive by the Republic offense, wasn't so much a Carthage defense stopping us. It was kind of, the fumble, the almost fumble on the play action.
Yes.
Set up a 4th and long, and then, like you said, then you kind of had to resort to doing a long pass play.
Yeah.
To try to recoup that.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the Tigers really stopped themselves, Republic Tigers, on that one. And it was a costly end to that drive. That would have changed everything to get them within a score. It reminds me so much of the game in 2015 down at Webb City. That's going to be taken on the near side by Fleetwood at the 15-yard line. Good running room, and he almost stayed on his feet. Took it out to the 35 before being upended. He's gotten better and better as the season's gone on, and that was almost a touchdown return. Been a while since we've seen one of those on Republic's part.
I totally agree with you. He has definitely improved throughout the season.
I'd pop his face up on the screen with one of our little graphics, but we don't have a picture of him in a varsity uniform. We took all the pictures before he was on that varsity return team, I think. Ellison is going to take it. First handoff in a while for him. Tries to get to the edge, and he did, but then there wasn't much room when he got out there. Gained maybe 4 on first down.
Tackled by Luke Gall.
Gall made the tackle. Man, Gall is not only running for huge yards, he's making about half the tackles for the Carthage defense. He is a monster.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the better athletes.
And he's a junior.
Out on this field for both teams.
A lot of COC teams not wanting to see him again next year. Moody kept it that time, slipped off the pile and slipped forward and fell forward for a couple of yards. Brings up third down and about 4 for Republic. From just beyond the 40-yard line.
Whatever the score ends up being, though, it just feels so good to have this team out here that is just, as we talked about, just not laying down late in the game. You still got a team out here that is scratching and trying to play and get everything they can.
And is that complete? Nope. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
So it brings up fourth down with 5:03 left.
Fourth down.
Next week, Republic hosts Branson.
Yep. And
Carthage will go to Nixa.
That's a big one. Nixa finally got it together and scored a couple of touchdowns right before halftime. Took a 28-14 lead into halftime. And a fourth down and 4 here. Moody's going to throw it. And Jones, or rather Rexroth, never turned around, and it's picked off. So the interception by Clay Kinder is, I don't think Jones knew the ball was coming. We'll watch it again. I said Jones. Rexroth just never turned around. He was trying to get past the defender who was covering him and didn't realize the ball was back there. So with 4:58 left, Carthage takes over again. And this is one of those where, well, you just hope that the defense doesn't give up a big play. And all of a sudden the score is 42-14. It looks like they were blown out. Keeper out to midfield. Gain of about 6 on first down by Cabans.
Stop by number 47, Jonah Archer.
Clock is ticking, 4.5 minutes left to go in the game. And it's 35-14 Carthage. Republic had the ball down 2 scores and looked like it might have a chance to get within 1 score. And a sack
offense, defense, special teams has just improved week to week to week. And as a coach, that's something that that's one of your goals is, are you improving as the season goes on? And I can easily say that this Republic flag down here, and it's usually in the vicinity of pass interference.
Yeah, I think it is going to be pass interference, and that is, well, not real pleased with that pass, to be honest. That was
yeah, usually
it's not something I would normally.
Most coaches, with the score the way it is, 35-14, with just under a minute left in the game, usually you're just trying to run the clock out. You're not bombing the ball down the field trying to score.
Yep. So after the pass interference, now they're going to take the knee. So I don't know what the deal was with the long pass. Up 35-14 in the final minute and a half of the game. But now they're going to take the knee. And a disappointing loss for Republic, but they acquitted themselves well here at Carthage. And it's going to be one more snap, but Republic is going to fall to 4-4. And Carthage is going to improve to 8-0 ahead of their big matchup next week against Nixa, with the opportunity for an undefeated conference championship for Carthage.
Ladies and gentlemen,
final snap of the game. That will
wins his
take us down.
50th game as Carthage Tiger head
And
coach.
that is, they just announced the 150th win
Congratulations, coach.
by John Guidy here at Carthage. So we witnessed the 300th career win of John Roderick. And then we've got the 150th win at Carthage by Coach Guidy. And those are not the kind of milestones you want to be a part of, but as I said, the Tigers acquitted themselves well. Rich, what do you tell the team after the game if you're Coach Ryan Cornelson?
Well, just like anything, obviously after the game, you try to pep them up a little bit, and tomorrow is more of when you're going to get more into the conversation. Tomorrow, when you sit down and look at game film, and obviously you highlight both the good and the bad, and try to fix the bad, so there's more good than bad. And obviously you put the game behind you when it's a loss, and you look forward. And we mentioned earlier, Public Tigers will host the Branson Pirates next Friday for what will be, I believe, senior night for the football team.
Yep. For the football team and all the fall sports.
Right.
So should be a good night, and the Tigers will try to win their 5th game for the first time since 2015. They fall here tonight. Final score was 35-14, and we're going to wrap it up. Thanks to Tim Barnes at home doing stats. Thanks to Jenny Rackley on the camera. For Rich Miles, I'm David Brazil. Thanks for watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.